Hello, dark ladies, penguins, and just happen to be watchers of this program. My name is Envy Adams. Y'all ain't done with me this season.
My role model, Envy.
So, thank you for coming back. Jimmy is not here today because this is my show. This is what I chose to talk about for season 10. Jimmy asked me, well, Envy, you only got your one evil twin episode. What else do you want to talk about during the show? I said, I want to talk about the judging. She said, hold on now. I've already covered all that. So what I decided to do was go over each lip sync of the season and decide, was the judging right? Of course, we already know the answer to that, but I just sat here and watched every lip sync in order, just the lip sync, nothing to do with the episode. I tried to remember some things that I may have remembered, but just off of the lip sync, did the judges at least get that right in season 10? So I'll tell you first off, about the first 4 episodes, the judging was pretty accurate. So episode 1, we have Miss Vanjie versus Calorie Kardashian Williams. Ain't No Other Man by Christina Aguilera in front of Christina Aguilera. The right call was made. Miss Vanjie was shooketh. She was shooketh the house down, boots, socks, saddle shoes. She was shook. It showed in her performance. It was bad. Calorie actually did have a pretty decent performance. It still was, if it was up to me, ask both these hoes. But at the same time, I do also remember the episode, and I do not think that Miss Vanjie should have even been in the bottom. But karma is a motherfucker. And the Raven says nevermore. Who we talking about? Miss Vanjie. Shout outs to my twin Jimmy for getting me addicted to cigarettes. Thanks. But at least I'm going to do it in style. I can't double snap with this thing though. Looks good though. Anyway, episode 2, Calorie versus Eureka, and hands down, this was Eureka's. The lip sync was to You Got Me Feeling Emotions. My voice is deeper than Jimmy's. I'm not about to do all that trying to sing shit. But Eureka killed this. She was giving the emotion that emotions needed. And, I'm sorry, Best of My Love. I keep saying emotions because that was Mariah Carey. By the emotions. In any case, Eureka served, baby. She served. I have a hard time thinking that she wouldn't beat anybody on this song because she did such a great job. Episode 3, Mayhem versus UI. Celebrity Skin by Hole. I think they made the right decision again. Mayhem just already had the dark lady look with the white contacts and the feathers. She already kind of looked like an evil queen. Like, she was giving me the neon demon almost, and like just ripping the feathers, and I knew she was going to serve it. Like, her best friend is Morgan McMichaels. I knew she was going to slay this, and she did. And then episode 4, Dusty and Monet. And this is the first lip sync of the season that we really got that was a lip sync for your life. Or, as I like to call it, lip sync or die slow. But this was the first one that I really saw these girls fighting to stay on the show. And I would not have mind. And I want you to understand, as I'm going over these lip syncs, I'm going over them in order and the notes that I took at the time. This does not have anything to do with the episode. This is just me recently watching the lip syncs back to back to back. And at this time, had that would have been a double Shantae, had that would have been Jimmy, her terrible grammar is rubbing off on me. Had that been a double save at that time, I would have been okay with it because I really feel like Dusty Ray Bottoms really did serve the song, especially knowing that her background is more punk. So you put her over a hip-hop electronica dance track and she held her own. But we can never forget Iconic. That will go down as one of the best gags, tricks, shenanigans in RuPaul's Drag Race history. In the good way. We'll get to the bad way later on in this video. So now we have, and that was Pound the Alarm by She Who Shall Not Be Named. I don't give certain people credit. Jimmy might have said the title, who sang it. I'm not. Episode 5. Monet versus Mayhem. Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Now, this was the Denim and Diamond Challenge. I wanted to do this challenge so badly. But when me and Jimmy went out, we just could not find black denim. And you know, I was not wearing any other color. And white, no thank you. So, Monet versus Mayhem. I would have been okay if this would have been the double save as well. I think that Mayhem got a raw deal. She did an excellent job on the lip sync. Monet was giving you Monet, whereas Mayhem kind of always encompasses what the song is. She's a chameleon. So it was a very different lip sync, but they were both very equal, in my opinion. Minus the gags, props, and shenanigans. Minus the stunts and props. Monet might have won. I mean, not Monet. Mayhem might have won. She just really encompassed like that country girly feel. Man, I Feel Like a Woman. I would have been okay if this was a double save as well. Of course, for the Denim and Diamond Runway, I don't think Mayhem should have been in the bottom. Trust me, when your sister's name is JImmiPynk, you've seen enough pink denim to know that her dress was fucking denim. She used to have a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans that were exactly that color and that denim. She could never fit them. She wouldn't like me telling you that. She could never fit them because she ordered them from eBay and they was vintage, so the size wasn't the same size. But I know that denim. I know that denim. Anyway, episode 6, Blair versus Vixen. I'm coming out. Blair didn't stand a chance, and I will tell you guys why. It's very cut, dry, black, and white. That is the song that you may like the song. You may enjoy the song. But you got to have some life experience underneath you to really feel that song. And that is as a gay anthem, but you have to understand it was not intended to be a gay anthem. It was a feminist anthem. So, you got to have some life experience to feel that song. And I just feel like Blair just wasn't there. I don't think Aquaria would have done well with it either, even though I think that Aquaria is actually a very good lip syncer. You just need some experience to feel that song, I think. And I just think that that sounds like that's almost Vixen's calling card. Like, it's aggressive. It's, I'm here now. I'm not going back in the closet or in the kitchen or however you want to take that. Or to the fields, to the cotton fields. However you want to take that, I'm coming out. I want the world to know this is who I am, bitch, and I'm here. Blair just hasn't had enough life experience for that song, and the Vixen clearly wins that. So judging was correct. Episode 7, the Vixen versus Monique. And this is just sad to say, Monique didn't know the words. There's not a lot to talk about. Like, there's no way that you can win a lip sync if you don't know the words. Unless the other person doesn't know the words either. And I'm pretty sure if that's the case, that's going to be a double eliminate, as Alexander Rogers says. But the song was trash anyway. Some throwaway Carly Rae Jepsen song. I can't even get Call Me Maybe. Or I Really, Really, Really Like You. Or, hell, I didn't even took the song they wrote for her for the fucking Grease musical. Shout outs to Jimmy for that. Because she let me borrow her shoes. I wasn't feeling heels today. She was like, wear these, sis. And I was like, okay, these is cute. I'm feeling them. But they come in white and pink. I'm surprised she didn't get the white and pink, but whatever. I'll be borrowing these again. Thanks, sis. That deserves a double snap. There's nothing else to say. The Vixen had to win that. That was episode 6. I'm sorry. No, episode 7 was Monique. Episode 8 is where we are at right now. Asia versus Vixen. Groove is in the heart. Now, I'm sure that Jimmi told you guys this. I'm sure she's told you guys this. This is one of her favorite songs of all time. Like, she loves this song so fucking much. With that being said, I love the song because it's just grown on me. I've had to hear it like 1,000 times in life. But I know the energy that is to that song. And I know neither one of these bitches really served as the groove is in the heart. However, what I will say is the way the editing is, mind you, me and Jimmi just watched this. Even the shady ass editing that they were trying to portray to make it look like Asia stood a chance, Vixen won that lip sync. She was tight. She had the attitude. She was pulling stunts. She wasn't shablamming because she doesn't do that, but she was working it out. And that is a song that requires that. Unless you are an excellent lip syncer. The only person I think that probably could have did that just without dancing around was Darian Lake. We also know that the Vixen actually did a split and they didn't even include it into the edit. So they were trying their hardest to make it look like the Vixen possibly didn't win. But even through the edits that y'all chose, there was no denying the Vixen won this lip sync. So this is the first of when I feel like the show was not the same, nevermore. Because this was an obvious riggery to me. Moving on to episode 9, Eureka versus Cameron, New Attitude by Patti LaBelle. One of me and Jimmy's favorite songs. Both of our favorite songs. I remember when the video came out, child. It was everything. Double save my ass. This is very black and white. Cameron served this shit up on a platter. Fuck what you talking about. I don't care that Eureka did a pinwheel split. I don't care that she overcame her knee injury to do it. Cameron won this lip sync, period. I just rewatched it. She walked all the way off to the back of the stage during a verse. And because she did a kick and some splits, Cameron was giving us the energy, the character that the song is. I got a new attitude. You ain't building up to shit on a new attitude. I got a new attitude. I'm telling you right now, I got a new attitude. Cameron won this lip sync. Hands down. Now moving on to episode 10, this is again the riggery. This is when the show was never the same, nevermore for this season. Cameron versus Monet, good as hell in front of Lizzo. First of all, Monet shouldn't even been in the bottom this episode. This is the makeover challenge. Should have been Aquaria. Now, I will tell you this. Cameron served this song up. Don't get it twisted. Cameron slayed. Don't get it twisted. If you don't believe me, go back and watch it. Cameron was serving. She was on point with the words, everything. Cameron killed this. However, Monet was beating her until Monet walked off the stage all the way and came out with that split that wasn't that gag-worthy, if you will understand what I mean. Like, it was sloppy. It wasn't even cute. But I don't think if she wouldn't have even walked off the stage. Also, I have to say this. Had you not wasted your double save last week trying to save Eureka, because she should have been eliminated, even though I don't know who Jimmi is. I think Jimmi might be Team Cameron. I don't think Jimmi cares. But I'm Team Eureka. I like Eureka. I fucks with Eureka. But she should have been gone that episode. So when we get to season 10, episode 10, this should have been your double save. This was a lip sync for your life. Okay. Now, episode 11, Cameron versus Cracker. Nasty Girl by Vanity 6, again, one of my favorite songs ever. Now, though, Cameron did the little striptease move with the legs, but while you're doing that, you're not lip-syncing, and nobody can tell that you're lip-syncing. And because it's a stripper move, it did fit the song. However, I'm not 100% sold that Cracker didn't actually take this. Cameron is the better dancer, but as far as the overall performance and lip-syncing for your life, which is what the category is, lip-syncing for your life. I'm about 50 shades of gray with this one, but the gray is real charcoal going towards Cracker. And then finally, episode 12, Call Me Mother with all four. Well, darling, that was just pointless. I mean, no one went home. You have a song. Now, I understand. No, not all lip-syncs, Lord. Not all lip-syncs. Jesus. Jimmy, what did you put in that drink? Anyway, it was pointless. Call Me Mother. Not all lip syncs require shablamming, dancing diva, J setting, splits, twirls. Not every song requires that. However, Call Me Mother is a song that you need a lot of attitude. There's a lot of breakdowns where you're not talking, where those are dance breaks. So you need that for that song. And you had them all lip-syncing in gowns. Note to future contestants, your final four eleganza, don't wear a gown. But then again, wear a gown because it doesn't matter because they're going to keep all four of you anyway. 4 times. But what I will say about this is this. And I'm not just saying that because Aquaria had on black and silver, which is right up my alley, with a gray wig. Should have been black and white. But anyway. Hands down, as far as the ones that were lip-syncing Call Me Mother, she killed it the most. She killed it. Then again, Eureka had on black and white too, but not for your final four look, sweets. Not for your final four look, toots. And I'll just leave it at that because we're just discussing the lip sync. I believe the lip sync is going to come really super into play for our finale again. So let's see if Cameron really is the lip sync assassin. Let's see if Eureka is going to lip sync the way I know she can, as well as Aquaria. I think the person that's in trouble is Asia. She's the weakest lip syncer out of the 4. I said it, and I'm not taking it back. Facts are facts. So with that being said, Dark Ladies, Penguins, the people that come to see Envy, thank you for having me as a guest host for this special installment of Season 10, whatever the fuck Jimmy decides to call this. What I will do is this. I would like to thank her patrons for keeping her channel afloat, because without her, there's definitely not a me. And she appreciates you very much, as well as her people that donate through her PayPal. She appreciates you very much as well. Pink Ladies, T-Birds. If you're not a Pink Lady or T-Bird, or for that matter, a Dark Lady or a Penguin, that means you are not subscribed to this channel. You are not a member of the House of Grease. So you need to go ahead and get into that. You can do that by clicking Sailor Jimmy at the end of the video, or you can go right down below and also ring the alarm. Oh, hey. And that way you know when the rest of Drag Race reviews are coming up for next season, for anything that pops up, as well as anything else that Jimmy reviews. And you never know. Bitch, I'm here now. You might get me. So with that being said, I don't really have anything else to say, so I'm the fuck up out of here.
Kamehameha attack is blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from